Direct to you from the Oneida Lake Riding Gun Club.
It's the new Oneida Lake Show. It's the new Oneida Lake Show. Cause the old one wasn't good enough. Cause the old one wasn't good enough.
Sponsored by
Anglers
Bay,
Bay,
Bartow
Road
Baiting.
Tackle.
I'm Pete from Anglers Bay. I'm here with Jeff from Rothschild Lures and Lakeside Outfitters, along with Scott. And we're here with the new Oneida Lake Show once again. We're very excited to bring this back to you, and it's been a tough week, guys, with the fishing. A lot of wind, a lot of rain. It's been the story of really the last month or two. But people are getting out there. A lot of people trolling right now, and we've got some success stories. And as we're looking forward over the next couple of weeks, I believe it might start finally clearing. Guys, what's going on in the shop down your way?
Scott? Been real slow. Guys have been getting out, they've been doing well. A lot of guys trolling harnesses, jig bites, hit or miss. A lot of action on the west end of the lake, east end, getting fish, a lot of short fish. Perch bite, still going strong. It's been a banner year starting out from basically heading back to ice season all the way up until this show. It's been a great perch year, a lot of big fish. I think it's only going to get better perch-wise.
That kind of started over in ice fishing with the perch. We know there was going to be classes. We've known that for a couple of years now. We've kind of been talking about that. But the black and gold has been really good. Can you get into that for everyone a little bit?
Yeah, it's been huge. Whether you're using sonars, whether you're using rod jaw jigging minnows, black and gold, you got half ounce, been working great. Guys, we're getting a lot of walleye starting out, and the perch have just gotten into it and hasn't stopped ever since guys have been using them. Another big thing out here on the lake that guys do is they drop shot perch. Gold hooks are the biggest key. They'll rig them with minnows. Yeah.
We've had a really good bite trolling. If there's anything that's been consistent through the start of the season and now, it's been trolling. I'm noticing that my guys are coming in with a little bit more speed than they were in the beginning of the year. Guys that are staying here, they're bringing in limits, and we're going to bring a guy on in a few minutes. It's just been killing them. But they're up to about 1.1 now. They're running a lot of your guys' stuff, different colors. It's been mostly perch colors, but some watermelon type colors, things like that. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, early season, you had guys, they were fishing out deep a lot, trolling, your 30 to 35 foot range. The last week and a half, 2 weeks, you got guys finally making their way in shallow between about 10 and 14 feet. You're starting to get a little bit of weed growth, some wheatgrass, growing more on the west end of the lake. East end is finally just getting a little bit of grass growing down here. Everything's cycled behind a few weeks with all the cold weather, a lot of rain. It's definitely slowed down the growth. Fishing has been good because of the colder water, but it's just timing to get out. That's been the tricky part with rain, chop, huge mud lines most of the season has been a big issue. High water. I mean, we've had super high water this year. I don't remember it this high going all the way into June. It's been years. Yeah.
I don't remember the lake being this cold this late.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we haven't had anybody out here kayaking or supboarding or any of that stuff. No jet skis, anything like that.
Oh sure, and that was a big part of the trolling speeds, like Pete mentioned, that guys finally over the last week have been able to pick up their speed a little bit and more reactionary bite. It hasn't been that way. It's been trolling at 0.8 for most of the season. Now they're making their way over a mile an hour, and you're starting to see more fish being taken on the trolling bite. Was
Jeff,
slow.
There's some. I mean, it seems like we're a couple weeks behind.
Absolutely.
But bass season is right around the corner. There's some big tournaments coming up. Can you fill us in on anything there?
Sure, starts tomorrow. First I'm gonna hit
the walleye circuit. The first Oneida Lake Walleye Trail tournament was, when was it, May?
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend it was. It was actually a really good tournament. They had, how many teams? A little over 30?
43 teams.
43 teams, yep. John Cross and Kevin Clee won with the biggest bag that they've had yet, 16.96.
Biggest bag ever recorded at a tournament out here that we know of.
And they also got lunker, was 4.83 pounds, I believe.
Yep.
And basically, they did it jigging wraps and sonars, but they were on them, and they walked away with a big payday. But bass is starting tomorrow. There's a lot of people around getting ready to start bass fishing, smallmouth. Mostly, they're going to try to get into some largemouth. First big tournament is the caching tournament next weekend. Usually there's about 120 to 140 boats. I think it's $7,000 to the winner.
Big money.
After that is the first ABA tournament. The weekend after that, so there's going to be a lot of bass tournaments out this year.
Walleye tournament. The second leg of the Walleye Trail is
June 30th.
June 30th.
Actually, that reminds me, Walleye Wednesday is getting huge. This is the biggest week they've ever had. How many boats? 27. If you want to get out and meet a bunch of great guys, exchange some information, get out South Shore Launch. What time they're going out? Every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday, you gotta be there at 5 for live well check. Fishing starts at 5:30. Back for weigh-ins at 9 on the Weighmaster. It's been some great fish being caught this past week. 2 bass anglers actually took the cake and
Big bag.
over 10 pounds. They won by I think 3 pounds.
Yeah.
We can't let this happen. Bass guys coming into a walleye tournament and winning. So if you're out there and you want to get out on a Wednesday night, it's a great time and it's growing, and really it's probably one of the cooler events on a weekly basis that we have on this lake.
It's fun lake, guys. Guys get out, fish, drink beer, trade secrets, drink beer. Yeah,
Surprise
for Oneida Lake, but it's a good time. Everybody seems to enjoy it. I'm getting some good payouts.
How's that work? Because I know there's sponsors every week,
Yep.
but you don't have to win this tournament though.
No, so every week there's a rotating group of sponsors. Just getting in, everybody is entered. They pick it out of a jug. Everybody's got a number, boat number, and if you get it, you win gift cards. You can win lures.
Last week, Bartel rode bait.
Yeah, he offered up 2
huge.
$25 gift certificates, and the hammer who he offered up a bunch of his casting harnesses since we were rained out the week before. And this week, Lakeside were the sponsor again. So looking forward to seeing what's out there this Wednesday.
And guys, a lot of people don't know your shop's out there still, and the amount of product that you've brought in since you opened is phenomenal. And the shop is beautiful. If you haven't been in there, Lewis Point Road and 31, Lakeside Outfitters. You gotta get in there, check it out. The best live bait on the lake. The rod draw lures that Jeff makes, it's pretty impressive store.
Scott makes them too.
Scott's is
Give me a little bit of credit here.
but it's worth stopping in for sure. And they're active in a lot of these tournaments. Walleye Wednesday,
Oneida Lake
Team Trail. So it's something we encourage you to definitely get in there to do. We're going to be bringing a guest on. He's coming in shortly. He is actually known as the king of Oneida Lake, and he's stepping in right now.
The man, the myth,
The man, the myth, the legend, His Royal Highness, Sean Gregory's coming to you in a minute. Okay, folks, we're back here with the king of Oneida Lake, Sean Gregory. Been a great customer of mine at Anglers Bay over the years. Gotten to know each other, You're
bit.
always willing to come on the show here. And I tell everybody else that stays here, we've got some great fishermen that come in, but top to bottom, this is the best group. Some of these guys will be out, while the king here, they just jump in his boat. But the rest of them might take an hour or two to get a limit. But tell everybody what's been going on this week. Aside from the weather, you've been able to get out. How have you been doing?
It's been tough because of the weather, but the biggest thing is we're not afraid to get out in the bad weather. Today we were out there, we're the only guys on a whole lake, and we pounded the biggest box that we've gotten yet this week. 6 footers literally sitting in front of the boat. I got waves over my head coming at me. A little bit of splashing, yeah. Did we get wet? Yeah, but boats float, so.
And your drift socks getting wrecked.
Yeah, we lost 2 drift socks today. Had a line snap, almost cracked back and whip us. The other one just split at the seam and came apart. Then we had to start using a trolling motor. Not easy fishing conditions, but not undoable neither. And what we found over the years coming here, I think this is my 7th year here, is when the water gets rough, that's when we start banging big fish on this lake. And
Now, you guys have been trolling primarily this week.
trolling primarily when the weather was best. We're running our, I got a Minn Kota Altera, and we're running 1.1 to anywhere from 0.9 to 1.1 miles an hour with the blade baits here. And we just pounded them on a variety of different colors. The biggest thing was glow-in-the-dark beads when we were in dirty water, with some chartreuse colors mixed in there, and pinks for whatever. Some of the other guys are using other products, and they're banging them on the pink beads for whatever reason. Bright pink and a little bit of red. We've caught them on a variety of colors. The one day purple was hot with some black on it. We slammed them on them colors. We slammed them on a chartreuse. What I like is I set up my bead configuration sometimes and what we call the watermelon. And we use watermelon pink beads with chartreuse mixed in there and some type of a color with some flash of those similar colors, silver mixed in, and just we've always done well up here.
You were running ounce and a half before today, right?
Today I was running 2.5.
Right, a little
in
heavier,
rougher water.
yeah.
I'm running heavy bottom bouncers, getting down. I was what day was it that we did really well? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday we had a 70 fish day in one boat. That was ridiculous. Best day of fishing I've ever had in my life. Fishing Canada, Lake Erie, the Kinzoo Reservoir where I'm from. That's my home water. I've never caught fish anywhere else like I did this week right here on Oneida Lake. It was fantastic. We lost some days of fishing due to the weather. We had a little bit of mishaps here and there, but you know what? The big thing is don't be afraid of the bad weather because that's when the fish are biting.
Let me ask you this. It's going to be a little calmer tomorrow.
Absolutely.
What's your strategy? You going to go back to those ounce and a halves?
I'm gonna.
We had
the west winds all day long. Anytime we get a big push from the west winds, we head straight to Sylvan Beach. We run from the riprap wall right down to the beach in that little pocket. And what we found is that most of the bait fish get shoved in there, and the walleyes are there feeding on them. The fish that we caught down there, when we had the 70 fish day, that's where it was. And that was with an east wind even. We still did super great down there, which kind of shot the fish bite the least when the wind's from the east theory right in the ass,
right.
Because we kicked ass that day.
Right.
And it was just an odd day when it was sunny, sun was up, we were using flashy lures, and it was just spot on. But tomorrow we'll be fishing down there, and I guarantee with that slower water, we're gonna be running with the trolling motor, watching our speeds, getting them right at the 1-1, getting good action. A lot of the times what I'll do, if the bite slows down or if I'm running in and I'm slowing down, I run to an 0.9, I'll kick that motor up and I'll like, get ready. And just that quicker flash, you just bump the motor really fast, give it some more action, pump it a couple times, bites on. And then
what depth do you figure you're gonna start out in tomorrow if it is calmer?
tomorrow we marked a ton of fish right at 22 foot. And the other day, when we went in there in the evening, we just went down to have fun and catch fish. We would have boxed out in literally 15 minutes. We stopped at 22 foot, dropped down. My fishing partner had a fish on within, it wasn't 35, 40 seconds. He had it in a boat within 60. We went in one run, ran up to 14 foot, did a U-turn, came right back out. By the time we got halfway back out to where we started, we already had 6 keepers in the boat. And we probably finished our evening fish with 30 walleyes. It was stupid. There was other boats down there, and it was just, I think we were just dead on the speed. And that Minn Kota Altera with the GPS really allows us to do that. And I think that presentation makes the difference. And of course, the fish gotta be biting.
Yeah.
But even when the fish aren't biting, we're still working hard to get our limits. So there really hasn't been a day that I don't think that we did limit out, other than the day that we had the
I've never seen a day that you didn't limit out.
well, it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
And we're the big thing is I kind of look at the progression of fishing, kind of like the progression of hunting. A lot of people these days are putting out mineral licks. They're using food plots, and fishing has evolved just like hunting. And if you don't change your tactics and you still use the same old stuff that granddaddy used, and you're not picking up stuff like this with UV glow on it and glow in the dark beads and running some of these different colors and different color combinations, you're missing the boat. I've got probably 50 different color combinations I didn't even try here. We threw on an old Coca-Cola color blade today and slammed a walleye, chartreuse with a yellow one, just to try it, and we caught one. And the bite today wasn't exceptional, but the big fish were biting, and that was why we went out there and braved the bad water.
Yeah, it's been big with the guys who've been trolling. It might not be your first choice lure that is the color. Keep trying, because it seems like you find that right combination, you're gonna definitely box out pretty quick.
Yep.
And that's one of the things I noticed with your group is you guys are willing to change.
Yeah.
You're willing to try some different things, but you always do come back with the fish, and that's why this man is known as. Go ahead and tell everyone.
I didn't give myself the name.
Oh, yes he did. Yes,
The King
he
of
did.
Oneida Lake. Yeah, I share my kingdom with my co-king.
Yeah.
That's for sure. My buddy is every day
Outstanding.
just as good of a fisherman as I am. I'm not sitting here saying that we're the best on the lake, but we certainly were the best on the lake this week.
We always have fun with this guy. Everyone, thanks for checking in. Kind of working with Scott and Jeff a little bit more. We're going to be able to bring some more videos to you. Always trying to improve, always accepting feedback. But the most important thing is get out there and get fishing. We will
Absolutely.
see you very soon.
You can't catch them from the couch, people. Brave the weather.
There you go.
That's it.
Good night.